Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders wear millstone for teaching us 100% truth according to the spirits of be Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word to the four corners of the earth and to sincerity. And peace and blessings to Jehovah believers out there, which are also part of the elect. To y'all say shalom. And once again, I want to say Kahallah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chagwadash. Forgive me, Chagwadash, the Holy Spirit, to do the lesson on today. Lord willing, to feed the lamb and sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So we got a video through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just want to go into, pretty much, because we know we're in those times, man. And that means the manifestation of the true high-value man is soon to come. And we know the true high-value man is the man that has faith and has servitude and submission unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You see? That's the reason Isaiah 4:1 is going to happen. The reason Isaiah 4:1 is going to happen, 7 women take hold of 1 man, because the particular times that we're coming into, those aspects of high value, right, which can be money or the world's perception of a high value man, is going to soon be debunked when the Lord begins to have this place collapse, the destruction of this place. And people are going to soon realize who are the men that really hold the value. And those men don't hold the value because it's just because of them. They hold the value because they are connected in congruence with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You see? Because the epitome of a high value man is Yahweh Shai. Or the ones that are modeling themselves after Yahweh Shai, which is the elect. Those are the high-value men. And I'm going to pull a couple of scriptures that's back in that point, man. First off, I want to get this. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. It says, I will make a man, and that's a key point. The Lord hath made men. He predestinated men from the foundation of earth to be cultivated and conformed and molded to what? It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. You see? So the Lord's going to make a man more precious than fine gold. You can't even find fine gold like that. Here it is, people rob, kill, and steal for just gold, and it's not even the purest, finest form of gold. And under Esau's rulership, he tilling the earth, and the earth ain't really giving him the full. So Esau can't really get his hands on just fine gold. You see? Unless it's the gold that he stole from Solomon's temple. That was through... He didn't directly steal it from Solomon's temple, but it's just the aspect of the gold that he stole from the Israelites, from sacking the temple. But other than that, he doesn't have his hands on... The earth ain't tilling the force, so Esau don't really have a fine gold like that. This is Isaiah 32:2. It says, it's Isaiah 32, started verse 1. It says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man should be made, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. As rivers water in a dry place, as shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You see? And it's given a representation of protection, shelter. You see? And the only one that's going to be able to give protection, shelter, will be the ones that are serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because they're getting protection, right? And shelter from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You got to think about it. The Lord, like Paul says, should there be evil in the city? and the Lord hath not done it. So the Lord, he's coming to bring this evil, this bad time, this wrath, the destruction, these plagues upon Babylon, the great America. And the only way you're going to be able to escape it, if the Lord is the Lord has divine intervention, if the Lord has his angels to protect you and to shield you. Well, these particular men that we're talking about, he's going to make a man more precious than fine gold. That makes me think about this Sirach 2. You know, Sirach 2 and 5. Gold tried in the fire would be as acceptable men in the friend of adversity. You see? You even read about that in Zechariah 13, 8 and 9. It goes into the aspect of that third part being brought through the fire and refined as silver and tried as gold. So this man that he's talking about is not no ordinary man. First and foremost, this man is going to be identified as an Israelite. He's going to be from the nation of Israel. And not only that, in the eyes of the Lord, he's going to be considered an Israelite. You see? Not just by blood, by what? By his servitude unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Because you read that in Zechariah 18, it says what? 13, it says, they shall say, it says that I should say that they are my people, and they should say I'm thy power. So this man is going to be identified as the Lord's woman. You see? Because according to this world, a high-value man is a dude that has a lot of money. He could take you on a yacht. He could buy a Birkin bag for you. You see? He has some type of moral compass, which he doesn't. But he has some type of moral compass compared to everybody else. This nigga has discipline. You see? As a matter of fact, when you go kind of look up high value, I want to see what it says when you look up high value man. It says a high value man is generally defined as an individual who possesses strong character, integrity, emotional intelligence, and self-discipline rather than just wealth or status. Right? That's the definition of a high value man in this world. And even with that definition, those men, right? All those particular qualities that it showed, those qualities are going to go out of the window when all hell starts to break loose. All those men are not going to possess strong character no more. Their integrity is going to be lost. Their emotional intelligence is going to be gone. The self-discipline that they have is going to be gone. And the wealth that they have won't matter. You see? Because none of those things are rooted in the fear of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Because what the Lord's finna bring, you can't carnally prepare for it. And these men have carnally prepared for things in their life, but you can't carnally prepare for what the Lord's about to bring upon the planet Earth, which is known as the time of Jacob troubles. And everybody else's perception of a high value man is a man that has a lot of money, he has self-discipline, and he's tall or whatever. Especially for these women. Because women is the main ones who women are the main ones who use a high value man. You see? So I'm gonna pull this. It says 1 Corinthians 3:19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he that taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So wisdom of this world is foolishness. You see? So these quote unquote versions of high value men that these people perceive, they have wisdom according to this world. They give you advice according to this world. That's all they know. And in the eyes of the Creator, that's foolishness because that's wisdom from Esau. In which Esau has no wisdom. So that's foolishness. So that right there automatically obsolete them as not being a true high value man. You see? And I'm going to pull this right here. This is Luke 18:8. It says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. Because when Yahushua returns, he's going to be looking for a particular thing. And that particular thing he's going to be looking for is faith. Not any type of faith, but faith in him. You see? Because the times we're coming into, women are hypergamous. They seek for the best partner, the highest value partner they could possibly get. The reason women are going to flock to the men of the Lord is because of this, because of their faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, which comes along with major benefits far exceedingly, the main benefit it gives you, like you read about in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability at our times and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is our treasure. So this evil that the Lord is bringing, what's going to give somebody the strength to move through it is going to be the one that has fear and faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. You see, you read about that Hebrews 11:7. Noah was a high value man in that time period. Everybody wanted to get down with Noah, because that's going to be the same thing with men of the Lord this time. That was an example of the elect for that time period, and that was an example for the elect that will be in this time period. Everybody's going to want to get down with the man of the Lord. You see, everybody's going to want to come under his umbrella in some way, form, or fashion. They're going to follow him. They're going to want to, women going to want to get down with him. They're going to want to, Isaiah 4:1 says it. They're going to want their reproach taken away. And then there's going to be men wanting to follow him. And if you're not of the elect, you won't have that privilege. You see? I read it again, Luke 18:8, because this is what really identifies you as a high value man in the eyes of the Lord. Faith. As a matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Faith, Salaki, and fear. And you can't have fear without faith. It's Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. So, in order for you to have value in the eyes of the Lord, you must have faith. You see, which is scarce. So that's what's going to make you high value in the eyes of the Lord. What's going to make you high value? Well, let me rephrase it. What's going to make you valuable in the eyes of the Lord if you have faith? Scriptures say, in a great house, there are vessels unto honor, then there are vessels unto dishonor. We want to be the vessels unto honor, you see. These particular individuals that proclaim themselves as vessels of honor, they're not. They proclaim themselves as high value men. They're not high value men. All those particular things are going to be thrown out the window when the Lord has all hell break loose. All of it. Only the ones that have faith in Yahweh Bahashai are valuable. You see? Scriptures say that. They go into the aspect of having many sons, but if you have one son that follows your rule, that son is better than all those other sons. You see? So let me get this. And I'm just pulling a couple of scriptures. I kind of, Salaki, if it feels like it's all over the place, I'm going off the dome. I'm going in the spirit. This Proverbs 11:4, it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. So, riches profit not in the day of wrath. So money won't be in existence. Money won't play a part when the Lord comes back. When the Lord sends his plagues. That's not going to matter in that day. Shit, the richest man on this earth right now is Esau. Carnally, is Esau. But you want to be rich. You want to be rich in faith, because that's what's going to be valuable in that day. Faith is going to have you escape the 200 million thermonuclear missiles. Faith is going to have you escape the plagues that the Lord is going to bring upon this place. Faith is going to give you a spot on the chariot. Faith is going to have the Lord have divine protection for you. You see? Let me get that. This is Psalms 91. Right? And we're going to read a little bit through it. This is Psalms 91 and verse 1. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And where's the secret place of the Most High? It's within this wisdom, this knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. You see, there's this, because the scriptures say, let me pull that real quick. Slakia. Let me get this right quick. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. You see? It says, lift ye up the banner upon the high mountain. So go out and proclaim. What's this banner that's being lifted up? The banner that's being lifted up is Yahushua. You read about that in John 13. It says, as the bronze serpent was raised up, so shall the Son of Man be raised up. So the Son of Man being Yahushua, he's that banner that needs to be raised up in order for you to receive protection, in order for you to be hid from the wrath of the Lord. That's why you read in the 2nd Ezra 16, it says, then it shall be known who am I chosen. Why? Because when these particular things happen upon the earth, that's what you said, you should know a prophet was amongst you. When these particular things happen upon the earth, why do you think everybody's going to be trying to flock to those people? They're going to try to call them. If you're able to call somebody, they're going to be trying to call them. They're going to try to find you if you stay where you stay. Why? They're not going to flock to the motherfuckers in the bunkers. They are. They're going to flock to the people with the bunkers. They're going to flock to the ones that's been rationing the food. They got all this food saved up. But who they really going to want to find is the man of the Lord, because they're going to see the man of the Lord, they got protection. So we're going to read Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, which is his wisdom, this knowledge, and understanding, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. In other words, he's going to be under protection. I will say unto the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, the Most High, in him will I trust. You see? So Lord is going to be a refuge, a fortress. What is a refuge and a fortress? It's a place of protection. You see? So the Lord is going to be the refuge, the fortress. Let's jump down to verse 9. Because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, and they're going to charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. So the Lord's going to give angels the duty to protect you from the plagues and the other particular things that the Lord is going to bring upon the planet Earth. Psalm 34 tells you that. The fear of the Lord, the angels encamp around about those that fear the Lord and deliver them. Then you jump down to verse 19. It says that many of the afflictions are the righteous, but the Lord delivered from them all. You see? Because the true high value man is Yahushai. And wouldn't the ones trying to model themselves after Yahushai be high value men in themselves? The scripture said they don't call the rest of the elect saviors for no reason. The 144,000. Right? Now I want to jump down. It says, verse 14, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. You see? So the true high value man is going to be shown. If it's not being shown now, which is not on a major scale, because nothing's really happened, you know. We have this war going on in Iran. The Strait of Hormuz has been cut off to the U.S. And the downfall of this place hasn't really set in for people, because they haven't really been affected directly from it yet. But once these people start to get affected from it directly, even we're going to be affected from it directly. But scriptures say in Isaiah, we should know what's stay upon them that smote us, but we should stay upon the Holy One in truth. So we know what's to come. And we know that the Lord is going to protect us and make way for us. He said, my servant shall eat, but ye should be hungry. You see, in countless scriptures speak about Revelation 13, Revelation 3, Revelation 2 and 9, 3 and 9, with 2 and 10, 3 and 9. All throughout that scripture speaks about the Lord coming through for his elect. And that's going to be where the elect get their value from. Their value is not going to come of themselves. Their value from other people, you know, is going to come from them being in congruence and being connected to the source through the Son, Yahushua. That's where the value is going to come from. And that's what's going to make them a high value man. It's not going to be something they done of themselves. We read it in Isaiah 13. We read it in that, what was that? Let me see. We read that in Isaiah 13 and Isaiah 32. The Lord made an emphasis on Isaiah 13 that he's going to be the one conducting the purging process and making a man more precious than fine gold. And 32 just pretty much add on to a man and how he will be a protection in that day. But it'll be a man that the man of the Lord broke down and built up. So, just to put this out through the power of Yahweh Basham Abishai, you know, the value of the man of the Lord is going to soon skyrocket. Because the value of the man is going to already skyrocket because shit is going on in the place. How much more a man of the Lord? So, Lord, when this is edifying through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and feeds the lemon sheets of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, I'm going to end it up by saying, Call Allah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Badash. I'm going to give an honor to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Until y'all, I'm going to say Shalom.